Hello everyone and welcome to Zeepkist Cup of the Day. For those of you who don't know how this works, we get 10 minutes to practice a map we have never seen before, after which there will be 2-minute elimination rounds where the slowest players get eliminated. It is a milestone Cup of the Day 150. This week we've got a map by form, which could be anything. Let's see. Okay, I'm struggling with the beginning. Starting off with a full loop around to the right. Okay, there we go, that's better. Back towards the beginning, you know I like my overlapping tracks. That's an inner that I'm supposed to get into. Now's not the time to test my German, guys. So no, I'm not happy about it. It's not a language I understand. Okay, very colorful map. That's cool. A little silly bouncy. It's not supposed to be silly bouncy. If I landed the correct one, it shouldn't be. Mildly blind tube. The map name is accurate. I give it that. It does feel like I'm sinking into madness. Okay, Mackie's already 2 seconds faster. I did have a lot of questionable parts of the track, so already up 4 speed. Maybe first person at some point. You do not want to jump there. Mackie goes quite a bit wider. I'm not sure if that helps. What's the deal with this? Wider doesn't really look any better to go wide. Maybe you can save a tiny bit more speed? Okay, I'm getting used to the start. For how much I struggled on my first couple attempts at it, it's actually getting pretty smooth. Get to the left side, you don't really want any jump there. Yeah, there's a little bit of a difference between that pink piece on the inside and the outer line. Sounded like I caught a little bit of that booster, which I'm not sure you want. If I land smoother though, it won't be a problem. First person is a little bit nicer at the end. It's all kind of blind no matter what with the way those tubes are, but first person helps a little bit. Some people watching Mackie already. Oh, Mackie a little bit too far to the inside. I've messed that up 3 times in a row now. I'm not sure it's worth it there or not. And then that jump, I really should only practice with speed because otherwise I'm gonna just not be able to calibrate it. Okay, slightly better that time. Just need a high setup so that you don't crash on that corner. I overjumped that time. It seems like if you just do that with speed, then it's fine. It's a fairly just kind of go where you think you're supposed to go. Don't really set up too much for it, and it seems like that jump works fine. I forgot. Okay, that section is Let me actually look at that section. It's behind the start over here. So you begin the descent. So you go onto this wall right. Do you want to go super low maybe on the pink? So that you oscillate up and don't do what YOLO did, which is what I've been doing every time. And the same thing Wheelie is doing. Everyone's struggling on this corner. So get into this inner. Try to go... No, low? I don't know. That was okay, but it wasn't as smooth as I was hoping it would be. There we go. A smooth landing there finally. Casual 15 speed difference. I do catch a little bit of airtime there with more speed, so just kind of have to be a little more cautious with rolling over the half pipe section. Man, Kern is almost 2 seconds faster. But also, like, I haven't gotten it all clean yet. I know where a lot of that time is. Maybe if I stay higher here? That felt better. Let's see what the checkpoint splits say. Yeah, that was better. Yeah, and that 4-speed is carrying. A little bit more of a setup that time. We're still a tiny bit of air. Okay. That is a more representative run of what I can do. It's still... Wow, and Mackie improves to 41.7. Just want to kind of take a look at this. It's basically a loop, even though it uses all these weird kind of half-pipe and tube pieces. It's basically a loop. I think you want to be on the left-hand side of the dark red section. That's kind of the key part of that, it looks like. Ah, yes, R-Tube and I are so close in skill again. Classic. I haven't really gotten a clean start yet, so there's more time to gain for sure. What happens if I go super aggressive over the pink section? You're relying a little bit more on just luck of your line to make that jump. I'm not really up any speed. And this left side there, and then it doesn't really matter on the way to the finish. Was that better? It probably doesn't matter too much. It's just the final loop. Let's watch, because some people are quite a lot faster than me, specifically Mackie. Basically the same thing so far, probably just cleaner. Quite low to begin. Very wide for the purple. So kind of a more extreme version of what I was doing. Yeah, same line through here. A little bit more extreme also, probably just to avoid airtime. Yep, left side on the dark red. Okay, so it's what I was doing, just cleaner. And that's a 41.4. He's 0.8 ahead of second. At this point, we're just hoping he tested the map, so he's not allowed to play, but I'm not sure if that's the case. Ooh, that is a nice oscillation, actually. It's way smoother at the high end of the purple piece than I would have expected it to be. It's a little bit hard to judge that jump. That is kind of the trickiest part, I think. Oh, that was air. I'm not going to be able to get to the end on this run, but maybe one more run with good speed would be good practice. Yeah, high in the purple, definitely. It just pushes you so perfectly for the exit of that corner. I'm up 6 speed. Oh, it changes how you have to set up for that, though. That's the tricky part. That's the jump, the big drop down. Otherwise, that was a fairly solid run, though. Probably would have been about where our tube is, actually. Seems about right. Mackie does leave, actually, so Mackie did test the map. Excellent. So Kern Cop and Hydro the fastest in the warm-up round. Then with 0.2s. Or did not get high for the purple. Thought I was going to have better oscillation there. R-Tube with some speed. Kern Cop with some speed. Seems to have gotten the start good. Both of them are pretty much middle. Oh, I underjumped. Oh, that was okay. Both of them pretty much middle of the pink section of the track, where you can kind of cut that corner on the inside. Alright run overall, 43.6. It's not gonna, I mean, it's 2 seconds off of Kern's time, but it's still 6th currently. A nice low stress round 1. Kern very wide. Or just messing up, maybe. Let's see, I can make it to checkpoint 4 and still have time to reset. Nice landing. This is probably PB. I was expecting better speed, but I think even speed at this point is fine. And then I am up 4/10 in time. Nice line for the end, also. Second on the leaderboard, 42.3. Nice. It's an interesting track. It's very unique because all of these transitions are like, I just feel like they're road pieces I normally would not see being connected together, so it makes it a bit tricky to learn. But once you have the line, it's not bad. Kern Cop looking quite fast. Beast or Best looking quite fast. And it looks like we have, is it 6 DNFs? It says 7, but Mackie's one of those. And Form is one of those, so effectively 5 in the first round. Okay, I'm surprised that's green speed. I felt like that was not a super smooth landing. It's a little tricky to get that oscillation for the purple piece. I do like, though, that with all the colors, I can just call the track pieces by color. I don't have to try to explain it that much. Alright, Kern Cop passing me at the end on his way to a world record of a 41.3. R-Tube and I are so close in skill. Once again, Kern goes wide. So that's intentional, then. And I trust the person who's a second ahead of the pack. So it's very wide here, like up onto the purple. It's a little bit smoother, perhaps. I came down a bit early, but what does that do? Oh, it's +5 speed. So that would make sense why Kern is so much faster than everybody. I imagine people are going to start copying that line pretty quickly here. Got a good ending also. I felt like there was not a lot to gain after the big drop down. So I guess I had a little bit more speed for the end also. A few DNFs, a couple people, some people not quite making the finish off of the final loop. If we could just keep within a second of Kern Cop, I think I'm pretty happy with that. 3 DNFs in this round, very spread apart times, that makes sense. It's the uniqueness of this map. Like I said, not something I usually see. A lot of these transitions it's kind of like my first time seeing them, so people are not as familiar with it, and it makes sense why times would vary so much. There's also a couple of tricky parts to do consistently, like the big drop down, and there's also a couple other tricks, like Kern Cobb's +5 speed at the very beginning, that not everybody knows about, so very much not surprised that times are spread out super far. Ooh, okay, a little bit too high. Got away with it, though. Not bad. I feel surprisingly consistent for how stressful this track is. I'm not really crashing at all, which surprises me. Oh, okay. Perhaps I shouldn't jinx myself. We know Castro Curse is real. Let's stop doing it to myself. That was a case, though. I was just trying to be too aggressive to the inside line. Trying to get as little of a jump as possible. Man, I cannot match the start I had. Clean landing, though. Yeah, and I'm up speed with that. It's almost like the landing is like... It's almost speed resetting. It's not a true speed reset. It does still depend on the speed you have going into it. But it kind of feels like one in that if you get a good landing, you will be up speed. Like, pretty much no matter what. Jake adjacent into the 41s with a pretty decent time. A lot of people starting to get low 42s. Mackie has set a 40.6, apparently off in his own lobby. Too high there. We have Nathwalt, Finder of Cuts, in the lobby, giving his proposal for some classic Nath shenanigans. I did notice the last checkpoint was like at kind of a spot I wasn't thrilled about, but I feel like doing something like what he's saying is just too hard. I did have the thought when I photo moded this last loop, because it's like, this is the checkpoint, and then it loops. I mean, I can take another just very quick peek at it, right? But he's saying somehow hit this checkpoint. Like, could you go around the checkpoint? Use the half pipe to flat. Use it to jump to the back of finish. I'm thinking more, do you want to go around the checkpoint ring and jump into the finish? Not quite sure. I suppose we can try it. If it's free, then we might as well take it. Otherwise, no point in taking risks. I do consider myself quite good at identifying cuts on maps as well. I know Nath always has the title for that, but I think I deserve some respect for some of the stupid things I've found in my days. Oh, well, that was not gonna work. I do kind of, like, I feel it, though. If you do pull it off, though, I think it's such a small thing, it doesn't really matter. Why are there now 10 people in sub 42? What's going on? I thought it was just Kern was fast. Now everybody's fast. Maybe everyone's just picked up on Kern's line at the beginning. Or they're starting to learn things like that oscillation, which is a pretty big deal also. Little bit wide. Yeah, overshot the landing. Oh, still plus speed somehow. Low 42, I mean, I feel like that's okay, but with the way the times are dropping, best now with it 41.3. It's, I don't know how much we're gonna need to improve on this, man. I want to see this checkpoints. It's a little bit down on PB. It was a very bouncy line, but it was like, I didn't feel like I lost too much, so I wanted to just make sure that I hadn't accidentally done something good. Nice oscillation on the purple. Super clean line through that, like, sort of chicane-y part. A little bit of an overjump again. Oh, I guess I should have tried to cut if I'm really serious about that. The risky finish, as it were. Current cop into the 40s now. As we've got everybody getting times actually fairly consistently now. 44 is being eliminated. How many players? Top 26 still in the lobby. So that was the last round of 6 eliminations. That's 2 rounds in a row now where my time has been kind of edge of the top 10. I think I was 10th and then 11th in the last 2 rounds. Which, considering I thought I was like top 5 pretty consistently after warm-up, it's a little concerning. I need to find more speeds somewhere. A better landing there is going to help. Yeah, PB. 0.8. Well, that's, I mean, that feels good, but there's just so many people in 41s now, it's scary. Best is consistent also with the low 41. Byrne had like 1 off round, but I expect him to be low 41s or better every time now. Not my greatest oscillation. Yeah, and it comes out of the speed, unsurprisingly. Here comes Kern to pass me. A little bit lower. Does go super high, so similar oscillation on the second part of that. Let's see if I can jump to the finish with this. Unfortunately, yes, is the answer. I didn't hit it, but it was disturbingly close. You do just need to get around this white glass. It's almost like a roof piece that you have to sneak between. Is it faster? It's very close. I don't know if it's actually worth doing that. It's probably one of those things to think about, like, if you know you're going to be eliminated and your time's not going to PB, then maybe it's something you could go for. So, have it in the back of your mind, at least. Just good speed conservation, that wide line at the beginning, because you're doing all of your turning on the banking where gravity is helping you. It's almost like a high-speed version of the Magical Forest turn. Oh, that sounded bad, but I guess it's okay. That explains why Kern would have found that quickly, though, if it was a Magical Forest reference. I'm required to say once per week. It's just about turning as little as possible. And if you wait to turn until you go wide there, you are just turning less overall, and hence that's why you have more speed for the entire rest of the map, or at least until the big drop down. I might as well reset if I'm down. I should be safe. Sub 41. Surely there's not 18 people doing sub 41s now. whole bunch of people still doing much more inside line there. I think you'll see that I will pass them all back for sure and not mess up everything. Sketchy beginning. Oops, I was hoping to catch somebody towards the end, like YOLO, who is coming into the finish and needs an improvement. And gets an improvement and loses a place in classic YOLO fashion. R-Tube comes in at the last second with a very slow time, not on a good run. So that's R-Tube, YOLO, Darthermas, and Alpa eliminated. Sub 44 is necessary, but man, there's so many 41s. It's scary how many 41s there are. And I'm fighting for my top 6 streak that I want to stay. I think if I get this, I match my all-time best streak of 5 top 6 finishes in a row. Essentially the single elim rounds. Okay, crazy start, actually. 160 here. Oh my god, yeah. If I can do that start consistently, that'd be great. And then I massively overjumped the landing, so I'm going to be down speed for the end of the track, but I'm so up in time already. I think it might still be a PB. Oh, never mind. I slid massively coming into the final loop. That's unfortunate. I see Maki's still improving his world record off on his own grind, because it's a 40.4 now. I was trying to see if Kern had improved his time, but it's not in the world record box. Because he did have that 140.9, but I don't think I've seen a sub 41 since. Nice, that was pretty solid. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, and I underjump. Okay, yeah, what a terrible run. Tenth place is getting a little sketchy, but not too bad. I don't like how possible I actually think that is. Quick Racer looks like he's going to be eliminated. I think I saw him in front of me, so yeah, he is out. Microwaves does not need an improvement. So Wheelie, Savage Package, Remarad, and Quick Racer eliminated. Got a few players in the top 20 here. I feel like this is very good results for them. That was the final round of 4 eliminations as well. So 2 eliminations now for the next couple rounds. That can sometimes be a relief because it just takes a couple people to make a mistake for you to be safe. Of course, everyone left is like practically doing 41s, and that is terrifying. Right, let's try not to have a big slide out this time. It's still not amazing. And it's only a 42. I don't like 42s anymore. I need to be doing 41s. Ah. That was a bit wide for no reason. That was a bit inside. I feel like I do want a little bit of setup for this turn to the right. Just for speed conservation. Had a similarly shaky wall transition. Still good speed according to the checkpoint. That checkpoint kind of lies because it's based on how low I hit it. Yeah, I have the 159 though. So similar to the run I had where I threw it on the landing, and it looks like I'll do it a second time. -9 speed as I throw it on the landing again. Again, getting close to being knocked out. But like I said, it just takes 2 people to make a mistake for you to be safe, and 2 people made a mistake. Rai and plus Micron with DNFs, the first DNFs in a few rounds. They get eliminated. So everybody doing 42s definitely looks like top 10, probably, which is this round, are going to be 41s. So let's really make sure I don't get more 42s. Almost a whole 1 speed up, I think because of that setup that I was talking about. Nice oscillation. I'm down some speed. Better landing though. Wow, I'm just so down. What has happened to my times? What has happened to everybody else who didn't finish their first runs? Yeah, again, up some speed at the beginning. That's nice. Ooh, that was nice. Actually stuck to that wall a lot better than I usually do. Almost too fast. It's like I was forced to get a jump there. Let's turn quite a bit more to the left because I overjumped every time I had good speed. There we go. This is the run I've been looking for the past 20 minutes. It's very hard to control the car well at the ending, but yeah, that's good. 41.4 is really good. This part, because the track just works against you so much as you hit this loop here, it's hard to control the car in a way that your tires don't slide when you're trying to get into that loop. It looks like Alex and Nath Walt. Oh, Nath tries that skip that he was talking about. But does not get it, so the double CTR elimination just outside of the top 10. Stick wins with a 40.8. Wow, is that the best time? I accidentally honked on the podium. Is that the best time so far? It is. No, current comp 0.82. Not quite the best time we've had so far, but very close. And there's just so many players that it feels like are popping up with these occasional super low 41s or even sub 41. A little bit wide, but it might be good for speed. Checkpoint 1's kind of a lie, and I kind of messed up that transition. Yeah, it's bad. That was good speed, but I feel like I crashed into the ground really hard, and maybe Jake is going faster than me. Yeah, I kind of did. I think I have time to take this to the end, though, and this is good speed. Again, turn a lot more to the left than I think. I still overjumped. Not too bad. Tiny overjump, though. Still, this should be a 41 comfortably. PB, even? With a slightly better tube at the end, it is. 41.4, which is only 5th place. People have gotten way too good at this track. Okay, I guess it's just terrible speed. I want to practice this beginning a little bit. Current has a 40.6. 40.4. My gosh, I'm so inconsistent at everything. Stick, who won in the previous round, currently does not have a time. Microwaves gets a time, but it is slowest. And Stick gets a time, but it is second slowest. So only 1 round of glory for Stick. And then it is Stick and Microwaves eliminated in 9th and 10th. So going into the top 8 now with 6 Cup of the Day winners. But Mink is, of course, with the Troll Cup. No offense, but hardly counts. King and Beast, Bess, whatever. I need people to give me name pronunciations sometimes. I want to know how high Kern is going there, if he's changed his line at all from what I saw. Because obviously I was getting more speed with his line, but, you know, it probably could be optimized. I turned as much as I would have needed if I actually had speed, but I didn't have speed, so it was just too much turning. That's down speed, but the speed varies so much. That was an insane oscillation, so I kind of want to keep this. It's down a bit again. Maybe a little bit too much of that pink inside piece, but a good landing. I think I need to do a little bit more right-hand turning here. It's not my finest work. It's out, actually. It's breaking my top 6 streak because I got a 41.7 of all things. I mean, 42.1 is the best time to get eliminated so far. That was 2 rounds back. And all of a sudden this gets eliminated. So yeah, cool. Minkus also knocked out with a 42.2. Well, there's still time, I suppose. Hydro just on the safe side right now. 41.4. Wow. So my PB is a 4.31. So I needed to match PB to make it out of this round. That is ridiculous. This map is doing its job. I am sinking into madness. Current Cobb round, Hydro, Jake, Ping, and Best, the top 6. Ping and Best do not have Cup of the Day win. Top of the Day? They do not have Cup of the Day wins. Best has been very consistent on this track, though. It almost feels like he might be the second place favorite after Current Cobb. Who is just flying. He's passing Hydro now. Ooh, Hydro with a bit of a jump also. Let me just confirm. Let's see. Jake has a 0.1. So Best actually has a slower personal best time on GTR. I just feel like his times have been super consistent going all the way back to the warm-up round. And Kern, of course, is sort of the king of consistency. 40.6. Yeah, that should be safe. That should be first, actually. I don't think anyone else is going to do that. Oh, Jake. Okay, that was close on the final loop. King, Best back at the start. Hydro on this drop down does get it pretty cleanly. 149 speed. We'll try to remember that as a sign of what good speed is. King still has a little bit of time to reset. It looked like it was not the cleanest oscillation. He's not down too much speed, though. Let's see if he gets this drop down good. 148, so solid speed on the landing there. Hydro with a 41.3 is somehow the slowest time set so far. Let's see if everybody else comes in with snipes, though. Round with a 0.49. Ping coming in with a 41.2, and Beast a little bit slow. I didn't quite see his speed. I feel like it was a little bit slow. Let's see what he's able to do. Oh, it's a 41.8, though. Round, it was a 42. I actually misread his time. That was a 42 from round, so Beast was a little bit slow coming out of the drop down, but it is still enough. Round gets eliminated in 6th. Single eliminations here. The 2 non-Cup of the Day winners still surviving. Of course, Current Cobb looking like the favorite. It's not a clean sweep, but it is pretty close to one. There have been a couple. There was Stick with that one crazy round, and then there was a round fairly early on where Current, I think, just had a little bit of a slow run. Still does go a little bit wide. I think not as extreme as he was early on. We might as well watch along, because he's the only one left on his first run. Not taking all of the pink inside piece. I think that saves a little bit of speed. It's a little bouncy if you go too inside. Ooh, nice oscillation. Wow, insane oscillation. Yeah. Very clean line. 40.8. Not even that fast a time for him, but it probably still wins the round. Unironically, I think bobsled skill kind of matters here, because some of these tube oscillations feel very bobsledy, and that you kind of need to know how the car is going to react to being moved in certain directions by the tube, even though it's not ice. And of course, Current Cop's very good at bobsled, so that kind of tracks, in my opinion. Jake needs a time, and Ping needs a time. 144 is not very good speed for Jake, although a lot of the... Ooh, that didn't look good either. Yeah, Jake is not having a fun time here. Ping coming up to the drop down as well. Over jumps it a bit. 142 from Ping. There was a follow-up mistake from Jake at this stage. Oh, Ping is not oscillating very high either, though. I think these are both fairly rough runs. 42 needs to be beaten, and it's not. It's a 42.9. I remind everyone I was eliminated with a 41.7, by the way, to break my top 6 streak. And it's been a 42.4 and a 42.9. I mean, come on. Two seconds separating the top 5, due to some mistakes, I guess, and Kern just being extra fast as always. Beth's showing that he is still fast, though. I said his PB was not as good as everyone else's. I think that is a new PB for him. And he's still up there. He still could make finals, I think. And I would not be surprised. It does just kind of come down to who makes bigger mistakes, though. Bess has by far the most inside line, also, not the Current Cob line, which I think is less speed conservation. He does take a reset at that point. Oh, Hydro running a bit wide. Hydro seems to consistently go for a jump there, while the others do not. Jake a little bit high. Ooh, Hydro might have overjumped as well. 151 is still really good. I think Current Cob got the cleanest landing. Hydro kind of looks like he has more speed. Maybe not. Maybe not after that oscillation section. 40.6. Yeah, Current Cob's still pretty good at this track. Hydro with the 41.1. That will be close. We'll see what the other two can do. Very wide there also. Beast with just an entirely different line than what everyone else is doing. Oh, not good in that case. Yeah, still the slowest personal best for 41.17, so he would need a PB to beat Hydro. We'll see what Jake can do too, though. Pressure's on now as there is no more time to reset at this point, so unfortunate timing for him as he has to take the drop down with no time left. It was an okay drop down though. Looks better around the ending. Oh, a little bit of air time. Looks fairly solid. We'll see what Bees gets on his drop down as Jake gets a 41.2 and Bess is just out. Yeah, Bees Bess eliminated in 4th. Yeah, not even going to finish the run. He was like 15 speed slow coming out of the drop down. Oh, I've just understood what Nathwell was talking about. He was talking about jumping this piece through the checkpoint and landing there. Interesting. Ideas for you terrible people that are going to grind the map later and break the world record on this track. So B's eliminated in 4th place. That leaves just the 3 multiple time Cup of the Day winners remaining: Current Cob, Hydro, and Jake Adjacent, who will get the win in this Milestone Cup 150. Jake running that DNF tag because that's been a theme of his lately. We'll see if he does so at this point. He's made it plenty far without DNFing. Yeah, Current doesn't really go that high anymore either. He is a little bit wide still, not like, not as inside as Bees was running. See what Hydro does. Similar. It does go quite wide there, actually. A bit wide. It was almost a good oscillation. He does kind of do that intentionally, though, because he gets that jump, which he does reset with kind of a bad jump there. He lost like 2 speed because of the landing of that jump. Current also with the 159, though. That was maybe a touch faster, but not by much. Nice landing. He's so consistent. Only 149 there, though. I was expecting more speed. His oscillation is just so good, because he hits 123 at the end of that. We'll see Jake Adjacent. I didn't see what his landing speed was. That was a pretty clean oscillation as well. There, another 123. 40.9 from Current Cob is beatable. Jake with a 41.3, though. Does have just enough time for one more run. Final run for Hydro as well. He does run out wide here. Less of a jump that time. He's quite slow there. He's about 4 speed off. This landing is kind of a big deal though. 149, so yeah, I think he's going to be down pretty far because of his beginning, but with the super clean ending, maybe it's salvageable. Similar speed to what Jake had. Jake on another run as well. Hydro eliminated though with the 41.5. So yeah, just a little bit slow at the beginning, I think, on that run. So Jake and Jason going to make the finals then against Kerncobb. Oh, Jake with a little bit of a slow ending. I think he had a jump coming out of the tube. No improvement. Jake adjacent versus Kerncobb in the finals. Kern with 39 cup wins, looking for a milestone number 40 on this Cup of the Day, number 150. Jake adjacent with the 2 cup wins that he got back-to-back quite a long while ago. We'll see if he can make it 3. Kern has been the favorite on this map pretty much the entire time. We'll see what he can do in the finals. He's been pretty fast. I think sub 41 for most of the recent rounds, which is faster than Jake adjacent has done in this cup so far. But it ultimately just matters what they do in these 2 minutes. Kern does have a habit of setting record in the finals, being extra fast in the 2 minutes that matter. He was up speed from what I've seen at every point in this run that I measure speed. He is passing Jake, as you can see. He's up 4 speed compared to his last round. So, as I was saying, GG, I guess we'll just end the video now, right? Jake's not gonna get a 40.4. Yeah, good job, Kerncobb. Let's see what Jake has. A 41.0 is a good time. That's a personal best from Jake. He just needs to find another 0.6 of a second. Not as good an oscillation there. Kern going for an improvement as well. There is time to reset at this stage. I mean, he's down quite a lot of speed. I'm sure this is not a 40.4. So yeah, we'll see if he does any shenanigans at the end. Not trying to be a little aggressive, but congratulations, Kerncobb. Cup of the Day win number 40 with a 40.40 fittingly on the time. What a run in the finals. Congratulations. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to see all these stats and results over the first 150 Cup of the Days, check out my check out my spreadsheet in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.